Okay, well, Krista, this is our last video for
A while.
a while, yep,
Yeah.
for our upstairs remodel of the new house.
Yep.
And we're gonna take a look at the kitchen here. Do you want to take us through and kind of explain what we've done? And
Sure. So, if we look at old pictures, there was wallpaper, obviously. We took the, and it was on the ceiling. And we took the wallpaper down. We painted it this Joanna Gaines color called Shiplap. And I found a fun Sputnik light fixture. And then we took our, Norwegian accent stuff, vintage stuff, and just kind of put it all together. Mark painted these 4 paintings for up on the soffits that he did while we were in quarantine times this spring, and they turned out really great. Phil and Bonnie Peterson gave us these really cool vintage canisters that completely go with the kitchen. They even are super reminiscent of the knobs on the cabinets. So
right.
yeah, and I don't know, we did a lot. The floors turned out really pretty. It's supposed to look like terrazzo tile. They're just vinyl stick down tiles that seem to be working really nicely. They went down pretty easily. Dan and Sarah, well, mostly Sarah did this room. I did a few tiles. Dan did the really tough cuts. Yeah, the stove works, everything works. I love the kitchen sink now that we've been here, a few weeks and just getting used to having this different style of kitchen. I don't know, it's really nice. I love it.
So I got some old vintage ads up here where they used to sell the kitchens and cabinets and sinks all together, American kitchens, and then a little old ad from our stove.
Oh.
For the Flair by Frigidaire. So we really wanted to kind of preserve the 50s feel in the kitchen, and I think we nailed it.
Yeah, I do too. I think that the 50s aesthetic is here, but it's totally us, and I think it's modern enough for, other than we don't have a dishwasher, but we are the dishwashers, and having the sink with the 2-side drain board is really nice, and it's really not terrible to do dishes by hand. Now, I'm saying that right now, but
yeah,
that
Thanksgiving meal when we have 16 people over here might be a little different story, but it'll be worth it.
Yep, totally.
All right, well, we'll move on to the living room.
Yeah.
So
Dining room first, really.
Yeah.
We're walking into the dining room.
So this portion of the house is probably the biggest change of the whole house so far.
Yeah. It makes, taking that wall down really makes this room feel open. I think it modernizes it a lot. I think that it really dated it having that little draft wall and the arch. As much as I liked the arch that was there, it's so much, it gives us space to breathe, and our furniture fits and everybody can fit around the table, and we want lots of people. This table will turn and opens all the way up into the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then, we took out those 2 built-ins over here too.
Yeah, that was the other thing we did.
So, we reclaimed, I think, a lot of space in this area with removing the wall and the built-ins.
Yeah.
Wasted space that we reclaimed, so that was cool.
Yep.
Then the living room.
Our wall of window.
Yes. The entire wall of window, which has been really nice. A lot of really good natural light during the day, right?
Yeah, we don't have any lights in here, and right now, and I'm even questioning if we're gonna really put much lighting in the ceiling. I think we're gonna try to do a chandelier over the dining room table, but
yeah, because there is no light fixtures.
there's nothing up here. So, trying to figure that out. But the natural light's amazing, and we have some lamps that are placed in here, and when those lamps are on, there's enough light in here just fine in the night, in the evenings, in the night.
In the night.
in the night. So, and I love the floors. I love the hickory.
Yeah,
vinyl plank.
this is vinyl plank, which I mean I still look at it, and you know Dan and Sarah put this floor in for us
Yep.
with very minimal help from us, other than
Well, I helped, but they were definitely you were busy taking a brick wall down and doing other stuff. So, but yes, this flooring is from Lumber Liquidators, and it's beautiful. Again, we used that shiplap color in here with a bright white trim. And I didn't know how I was going to feel about a little bit of an off-white with a white trim, and I really love it. I love how clean it looks, how bright and open it looks. And I love the fact that we have bright furniture, and I don't think that our furniture overwhelms the space. And my piano is beautiful in here.
yeah, really, piano really pops the yellow. I think it's
Yeah.
really cool,
Yeah,
if that's a thing.
I don't know.
So, all right, we'll move to the next room next.
Sure.
Okay, so now we're continuing into the rest of the upstairs.
Yep.
Which there isn't a room in this upper level that we haven't at least taken on wallpaper or painted or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've painted every ceiling, we've painted every piece of trim, every wall, we've replaced every outlet, every switch, every light fixture in the whole house.
Yep. Now, the bedrooms that we're going to look at, 3 bedrooms, already had hardwood floors in them.
Yep.
They need a little TLC, but
Yeah, Jamie's bedroom's hardwood floors are probably in the worst shape. They're oak, they're original. When the house was built, they put in oak hardwood floors in the 3 bedrooms and put carpet in the rest of the house. Well, not the kitchen, but you get it. And so we kept that because hardwood floors were really important to us. And they're beautiful. They're old. They do need some love, and eventually we'll get them refinished.
yeah. So when we were choosing the color of our wood flooring, we wanted to make sure that it was gonna match up as close as, I mean, not be the same, but at least look
Be
like
the
it.
same color family.
Yeah.
You know, so much flooring right now is grays or really dark, and we didn't want either. We wanted that traditional 50s. I really wanted that kind of like golden oak, honey oak kind of look. And when we were looking for vinyl floors, the only floors that we found that were that color were very inexpensive floors that were not going to last very long. And so that's why we ended up finding the hickory floors, because the color
Yeah.
family is right.
Well,
even though the variation is a lot different.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, the variation's different, but I mean, it has kind of a natural flow
Yep.
to go in here. And this is Jamie's room here.
Yep. So this was really crazy wallpaper. We decided not to actually take the wallpaper down, and so we did some research and we used the BIN primer, bin primer. It's a shellac base. It makes wallpaper impervious to water. So we were able to use regular latex paint over the primer that we used, and you would never know that there was wallpaper under here. It looks like beautiful, like non-textured walls. They're so pretty.
Yeah, the primer did a good job. And
Yep.
then we've got the dark blue accent wall.
Yep.
Jamie picked out the color for this, which was kind of cool that
Yep. It's
She
called
got-
iris.
she got to have some say
Yep.
in how her room came together. So
Yep.
should we move on to Jorgen's?
Sure. I also painted this dresser. This was my great grandmother's dresser, and we painted it black, and it actually is really pretty black.
Yeah, it looks really nice. And the same with this little stand over here. Krista painted that too.
Yep,
So
I did.
because Jamie wanted black furniture.
Yep. Okay, Jorgen's room.
Yep.
Okay. So here's Jorgen's room. Of course, you know, he has this Harry Potter theme going on. But again, his room, we did the same thing. We actually painted all 3 bedrooms the same color. It's the Joanna Gaines Earl Grey color. And we primed the wallpaper, and sure enough, it worked really well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this room.
It's the bedrooms are all pretty much done the same way, so
They are.
we can go look at ours if you like.
Okay. So this is our bedroom. This wallpaper that was in here, the layer that we could see anyway, was kind of like a horrible yellow. I don't even know how to explain it, but anyway. So we sealed the wallpaper, we painted it gray again, Earl Grey, and then painted the trim white, and put in a ceiling fan in all 3 rooms. We actually chose the same ceiling fan for all 3 rooms. I wanted a little bit of a fancier one, but I figured out really quickly that the bracket for this ceiling fan was much easier to install, and so we just did this for all 3 rooms.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so it's funny how that works, but yeah. And then this was, my Grandma Jeannie's and Jence's furniture that they had, and I remember as a little girl, like thinking it was super pretty, and we have it, and I love it, and we randomly found a bargain dresser that matched the tone. It's a little bit newer than the furniture. This is a 1940s dresser. The rest of this furniture is early 1900s. I don't know the exact date. I did a little bit of research on, like, it's East Lake, that kind of stuff, but, I don't know.
Awesome. So, let's go look at the bathroom.
Sure, yeah. So I think that, so here's the bathroom. I can't even really walk in and you walk in, but bathroom was kind of the room we had the most fun with, I think. I made the vanity. All I did is I took a piece of red oak that needed to be finished. I sanded it and I stained it with ebony stain. And then I sealed it with marine varnish. And it's like 4 coats of marine varnish. And then hairpin legs. And then I found this sink and faucet combo on Wayfair. And, yay, it was pretty simple. And then we were trying to connect it to plumbing. And that was not simple. And we ended up needing a plumber, and he had to go to the hardware store for us 2 times. And our very inexpensive, very pretty but inexpensive vanity became much more expensive because he said, these are not American things. This is probably some weird European faucet, and he had to go find different fittings, and anyway.
Yeah. 2
hours later.
Do you hear this? I can almost hear a European accent in there.
Fair enough.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Yeah. So, yeah. I found this on Society 6's website. They have artists that do designs, and then you can get them printed on different things. And so we got to directly pay an artist for their artwork for the shower curtain, which I thought was kind of cool. And then Mark did this piece to coordinate with it, and it's called Atomic Bathroom.
Atomic.
Yeah. And yeah.
So when we first started working on this bathroom,
Yeah.
it was, as you'll see in the pictures, just pink tile and wallpaper and ceiling wallpaper, and it was pretty gross. And our plan was initially, we'll just pull these tiles down, these little plastic tiles, and then we'll, clean up the walls and go from there. Well, unfortunately, the plastic tiles have been there for so long that they ripped pretty good.
They really destroyed the sheetrock.
So what started out as, kind of what we thought was going to be a quick and easy thing, ended up having us pretty much gut the bathroom completely. And
we had to repair a place in the subfloor here where water had leaked. There was water damage. And so we pulled up the vinyl, and beneath the vinyl was the original floors. And those original floors were black with like a little bit of a pink kind of stripe. And so when we had decided to do black floors in here, we thought it was kind of cool that we kept that pink and black bathroom, you know, thing, which is what we wanted to do. But yeah, we originally, like whatever, the plans for this room changed a lot. We thought we'd keep the pink tile and put these floors in with the pink tile. But the pink tile was so damaged in so many places that there was no way that we couldn't rip it out. And we wanted to keep it, but it was too far gone. It had not been maintained well. But then again, it's 70 years old, so me saying it had not been maintained well, it lasted for 70 years. It was the original tile of the house, so it lasted a long time. It had been maintained fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.